Welcome back. Okay. We're gonna finish up the Olympics. Probably not finish it today. I might be tempted to retune for the, I think I'll be fine on this course, but I think I might retune for the enduro races after this. I might go for maybe softer suspension, but also more appropriate gear ratio. Not that I probably need it. I'm demolishing everyone here anyways, but still. On the other hand, for the pro Olympics, I may need to actually worry a bit about appropriate tuning for everything, because at least based on my previous experience doing pro whatever, even with this bike, still don't want to get too complacent. Yeah, this is still a pretty smooth ride. I'm not doing much in the way of like hard turns or anything, so I think I'm fine. Driving with this particular gear ratio and so on. I don't need high acceleration, I don't think. I can maintain my speed decently well. Oh, this song. For all my complaints about the national courses getting way too long towards the end, at least the short track courses stayed pretty much the same length, I think. Or at least they didn't start going super long by the end. I wonder how well I would do on that one particular short track course in the snow that I had such a hard time with the first time around. I think the main problem with that course was it was basically just an oval, if even that. It was basically just two straightaways connected by 180-degree turns in the snow. And I had bad cornering, I think. I don't remember which bike I was using then, actually. But I think I was just getting demolished on the turns, for the most part, by not keeping my grip on them. I was pretty surprised just how slippery the snow was. I remember that much. So now at this point, I think with a bike like this, I'd probably do really well, pretty easily. That and I also just had to learn how to take that second turn correctly. And once I did that, I was able to get ahead of everyone with that. But still, I wasn't able to rely on having really good stats. I had to actually, you know, like, learn how to approach the course appropriately. Unlike what I'm doing here, where I just demolished everyone on pure stats alone, so I don't have to worry about actually driving well. I'm just faster, inherently. There's always that balance of stats versus skill. Like, there were supercross courses where I felt like I was, even though I did fine, even though I usually wasn't doing fine, I would still get demolished, or I'd, at best, barely be able to keep up because I don't think I had the stats for it. Particularly with issues like my cornering making me go way too slow on all the tight turns. But so now it wasn't fun just because I couldn't keep up or anything, but now I don't feel challenged at all. I don't feel like I have to race better than everyone else, I just have to show up, basically. Ow. I knew that happened someday, where I just slammed into the finish line instead of actually finishing. Now, I think it's thoroughly impossible for anyone to beat me at this point. Yeah, so that's one issue with this game, I think, tournament-wise, where nobody... Why were you doing a Scorpion? That's a forbidden move. It's a random who wins each race, more or less. So you don't have somebody who's usually in first and thus will challenge you. You just have to do, on average, better than anyone else. Which is why I was able to do what I did for Pro Supercross. Sycamore Forest. That one... Honestly, I'm probably fine without sitting through the extra loading screens to tune my bike out. Amateur Olympics is clearly not made for the stats that I have right now. I could use a worse bike if I wanted, but I don't know what the appropriate bike stats would be. Not only be picking up the risk of, you know, having to redo these long enduro races and so on. So it's all a cost benefit. My challenge playthrough instincts are kind of kicking in though, and I'm wondering, oh, I wonder if you could try to get through this game with, I don't know, some particular bike or something. I think stats are too important in this game though for it to actually be realistic to try to win all the races in this game with like a really bad bike or anything like that, unfortunately. This does just seem to be a game where your stats really do matter a lot. I think I'd say that I generally prefer stats not matter too much in a game like this. To where, like, yeah, of course they give you an edge if you have better stats or whatever. Thanks for the boost. You should perhaps preload there to go over that, or go slow to go under it. Or just turn around it. Everyone's bumping into each other. Where are you? There you are. I wasn't sure where the gate was precisely. I forgot that one's on fire. I know some other stuff here is, but still. One of the checkpoints being on fire is kind of funny. Where the tree falls over. That is cool. They could stand to have a sound effect for that, but taking the scenic route here. And like usual, I have to remember the efficient way to get through here. I think I clotheslined myself. Need to remember the efficient way to get through here before I start really worrying about staying in first or whatever. Ow. No. Good preload, but whatever, that turned out just fine. Funnily enough, though, I do also find, after all the talk about stats mattering and whatnot, I'm thinking that, I'm finding the enduro is the one that most requires you to still have good stats and whatnot. And this is the one that I'm still, like, actually falling behind as a consequence of messing up in, compared to the others. Ow. Potentially in part because you actually start out at a complete standstill when you respawn in this mode compared to the others. But there's also the most potential just for routing and getting clever shortcuts and so on, which I love. So this remains my favorite, among other reasons, for continuing to provide a challenge and I don't know, fun stuff to engage with mentally. Surprised they didn't get clothesline there. I thought they would. Alright. I don't need to get first on everything here. It's not that big of a deal. I literally cannot lose a tournament at this point, so I probably won't worry too much about what position I get here, but I'll still make an effort to... Geez, I'm still in 5th. Oh, because you can cut that turn, apparently, and not lose a time like I just did. Whoops. Yeah, that was a case of me not realizing I was using suboptimal routing. Yeah, I kind of just been following the pack here. I always want to turn harder than I should there. Yeah, I haven't been as clever as I usually am in this race. I've just kind of been following the pack everywhere instead of going, oh hey, this seems like the better route to take. Driving through stuff like that. Barely dodged that rock. Yeah, traction. When you're bouncing around this much, you still lose traction from time to time, inevitably. Try to actually stay on dry ground there to keep my speed up a little. There we go. Oh, really cutting that corner. Came within like a centimeter of that post. Yeah, there we go. I did not win by a lot. Yeah, everyone's just kind of averaging out in their score here. Alright, I guess we'll finish up here. Oh, the quarry. That's a nice place to finish with. Mini games are great. I cannot confirm or deny that after all this time. Yeah, it's weird. This is going to be just an entire recording session for me of just Olympic stuff. I'll have 2 more episodes after this one of Pro Olympics now instead of amateur. And then ideally we'll finish that in the next sitting and we'll move on to the 2 remaining tournaments, which are pretty short, so might only have like 2 more sittings of this game to do. Good job. Can at least try to not get a really stupid start like that. I guess there really is no concept of hole shot in it when there's not a specific course to follow here. I was just kind of thinking about the fact that it's racing around to the first gate, but there was no talk of hole shots here. As I alluded to before, that's really only a concept in racing sports where passing is difficult, but there's nothing preventing you from passing someone here, so. And I still just rocket it ahead of everyone, so. Not a lot to worry about as long as I don't screw up too badly, which, granted, is fairly costly in this mode compared to others, but still. I may try to remember to show off, at least briefly, the waypoint editor mode for creating your own enduro courses here. I don't remember if you can actually have AI go through them or not. The courses you make. We'll see. Yeah, almost. A little tough to weave through there. Ow, bad bounce. But I did say probably only like 2 more recording sessions of this game, but that's not including the other bonus stuff, so to speak, I want to do afterwards. That's just talking about finishing up the tournaments, which are kind of the official end criterion for this playthrough, but I do want to just muck about in some of these areas and free ride and whatnot at the end too. To just get a clearer... What do you do? I guess they just lost... I guess they just popped over above the ground for a second and landed back sideways as they were sliding too much. This is precisely where I was last lap when I said, oh hey, I'm pretty easily in first here. The idea is to go through here, which I missed the first time I did this enduro course as well. There we go. That's why everyone goes a bit off to the left there on that first jump. You don't want to hit that hill. The tone of this song compared to all the others is really funny to me. It's a very upbeat kind of song compared to the more angsty stuff you have everywhere else. Ow. I'm getting some pretty crazy airtime everywhere at this point. The bike makes a big difference. Ah, come on now. There's always some bad timing for wipeout on the last lap, isn't there? Managed to pass here last time though, so let's see if I can do it again. Do not slam my face into that rock, mind you. Which is a requirement that slows me down a little bit. See if I can get a little faster by getting less air here. Yeah, don't know if I should have tried to dodge that jump there, but yeah, fine. Okay, man. Only 2,000. Yeah, that's amateur money. Jeez. Well, okay. It's kind of disappointing. I don't have much to do with 2,000 credits anymore at this point in the game. Did I unlock this earlier and then just not do it for a while? Maybe that is what I did. I don't know. I don't remember especially well. Well. Okay. Well, next time we will do the Pro Olympics. Which will be some more interesting places to go, I guess. Yes, that's another one of the Pro Nationals, isn't it? Cool. So we'll do that next time. We'll get a start on the Pro Olympics, and we'll see how things go from there. But we're going to need the money from this thing. We're going to need the money from this tournament and the next one, I think. Presumably you get pro money from the beach tournament. Maybe, I don't know, it's really short though. But we need a good deal more money to be able to buy the... Forget buying more bikes, you need a good deal more money to even just be able to buy the remaining courses. Whoops. Anyways, see you then, everyone.